YouTube, man, what's going on with y'all guys, man? I hope everything is going good with y'all. What we finna dive into today is men are understanding now more than ever. We don't want to deal with, women that kind of conduct themselves in a certain way. I don't want you to be provocative looking and look, I want you to look a certain way. So we're gonna talk about 5 different ways you can attract more high quality women. Because, men, I always used to ask myself this, well, where do you go to meet these women? A lot of times it's more about having the right mindset in place. And then once you have the mindset, once you go to these places, it's about just being in the moment and attracting them to you. You know what I'm saying? Just doing you. Don't go there looking for it. So we're gonna go into 5 different ways that you can attract more high quality women. All right, man, the first one is so basic to me, but you gotta say it. It's becoming more physically attractive to me. And you think this is something that you wouldn't have to talk about, but your hygiene, you're keeping a fresh cut, the way you dress, always trying to increase that and improve that. And just always paying attention to the way you smell, your hygiene, how you look, always analyzing yourself and trying to level that up. You know what I'm saying? Because in this society growing up, they always say, don't judge a book by its cover, don't judge. But when you first meet people, the image is the first thing that you see. Just like when you see a woman, right? When you see a woman, the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to look at her. And if you don't feel like she looks up to par and you don't like how she looks, you good. You know what I'm saying? So looks is the first thing which Mother Nature handles, but you wanna put yourself in the best position to look as good as possible. Also in the gym. Because having a physique is important, you know what I'm saying? Broad shoulders, try to get your arms looking right, chest, working on all of your body, consistently in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I've been pretty much working out the last, pretty much since college. So I would say the last, we in 2023, graduated in 2016. So the last 7, 8 years, there has not been a single time where I missed more than 1 week. So consistency is important. So becoming more physically attractive is the first thing to do. All right, man, this second one is huge. Stop expecting to meet high quality women in the nightlife. I remember just the amount of years I spent going to the club or going to the bars and going with the mindset of I'm really here to try to get women. And my night will be determined off the amount of numbers that I didn't get or that I did get. And you got to get out that mind frame. Because for me now, I'll go to a bar with some of my OGs but when I'm out in public, I'm enjoying whatever I'm doing there. Or if I'm by myself, I'm enjoying the atmosphere and enjoying myself. You want to put yourself in the mind frame of I'm not here to get anything. You don't want to have you want to have outcome independence. And what outcome independence is, you're not expecting no outcomes. You're just there. You handle things by the moment. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to be in that mind frame, because in the nightlife, man, it's one of those atmospheres where it's liquor going on. People are doing their thing. Women are not there to kind of meet guys versus guys are going there to meet women. They're there to have a good time with their homegirls. And that's the same thing that you need to be doing as a man instead of trying to be pressed to get them. So being aware of that is super important, because the nightlife is a place where obviously that's where you see the most women at, and that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to start going other places where more women are at. It's kind of like, it's like fishing. You're not gonna fish somewhere where there's no fish at. You gotta go to where the fish are at. You know what I'm saying? Then fish. But at the same time, you wanna come from a position of leverage. So if you're in the nightlife, don't go there looking to try to get a woman. Let them come to you. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with approaching somebody, but what I'm saying is don't come from a scarce place. Don't come from a scarce mindset. You know what I'm saying? Come from a place of abundance. Come from a place of, I'm gonna let this person come to me. If it happens, it happens, because this is the nightlife. She over there drinking. This is not the right time. But if I see her in the grocery store, then I'll go talk to her. All right, number 3 is being more self-conscious and being more self-critical. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I've grown so much. From the time I was like 16 to about 20, maybe like 25 or something like that. I was never self-conscious. I was, but I wasn't. I never learned from my mistakes. So now at this point in my life, at 30, the last 5 years, I've been very self-critical and self-conscious, meaning I'm aware of how I'm showing up. I'm aware of what I'm saying. You know, a lot of you men are not aware of what you, especially when you're with a woman. You know what I'm saying? You saying things that's stupid, or you saying things that's corny. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be very self-critical and self-conscious. And you need to know when you messed up or you went too far, so you don't do it again. You gotta quickly learn from your mistakes, because women expose you when you're overcompensating. You know what I'm saying? So it's very crucial that not even with women, but with people in general, you wanna be self-critical. Act like you are looking at your self-talk. You know what I'm saying? Act like you're outside your body and you're watching yourself. What would you say then? So you always want to be careful of what you're saying. You need to be able to think before you speak. A lot of us speak before we think. All right, number 4 is just having a life. You know what I'm saying? So having friends, hobbies, you know, having a bigger picture. Very important to have a life, because you don't want to get with somebody and then imagine getting with somebody and they don't have no life and they just want you around 24/7. At first that's gonna be cool, but then over time you like, yo, you ain't got one friend to go kick it with. Like you ain't got one person. So having a social life is important, because women are more attracted to you when you have a life of abundance. You do things that's exciting. You always got something to do or somebody to hang out with. So definitely having a life, man. So that's the 4th one, having a life. Number 5, man, and I may spend a little minute on this one, but don't take rejection seriously. It will kill your confidence. A lot of times in my earlier 20s, when I got rejected, I would take it personally versus looking at it from an objective standpoint. So what I mean is I would feel like, dang, man, I'm not good enough. It would instantly kill my confidence and I would feel bad about myself, because I felt like I was the problem. You know what I'm saying? But I really was the problem. But hear me out. A lot of times it's timing. So the woman could have a dude, or she could be going through something. You never know why somebody's rejecting you, but you got to look at people's rejection as God's protection. So when you get rejected from situations, you have to look at it like, okay, this is the universe sending me a signal that I probably shouldn't be messing with this person. Because y'all seen the dude at Alabama that, you know what I'm saying, capped the chick for rejecting him. Like, men, it's so funny because men take rejection so seriously, but we've been getting rejected since we was toddlers in kindergarten. We should be used to this by now. Rejection it shouldn't break you, it should make you. It should make you stronger. Each and every time you get rejected, you should get stronger and stronger. So that way it doesn't affect you. All this is a numbers game. Life is a numbers game. It's about the amount you have to go through people to get to people. But the more value you have in yourself, the more you raise your level of value up, the more you grow, the more you become better, then rejection won't faze you and you'll get less of it. So when you increase your value, the less do you think LeBron gets rejected a lot from business opportunities? Do you think Drake gets rejected a lot from business opportunities and women? No, because people recognize their value. And when you're that valuable, you're decreasing the chances of being rejected. So just look at it as like, man, you know what? That's God protecting me. And with these 5 things that I named, you know what I'm saying, from becoming more physically attractive, expecting high quality women to be in the nightlife, being more self-conscious, having a life, and not taking rejection seriously, man, those things right there are very important, because we all say that we want feminine, high quality women, but you know, when you're dealing with these type of women, if you're not on your A game, if you're not really on your A game, you're gonna get exposed. You're gonna get exposed and you're gonna self-sabotage the situation and you're gonna be mad. So focus on them things, man, and you'll see some change, definitely. All right, guys, so that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys as always for coming over to the channel. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.